Okay, so for some reason my recap video from WL505 got downvoted to hell and back. And I'm just like, what? What the f? Yeah, that was my honest reaction when I made my recap video from WL505. But now, here is WL506. And when I saw this card that was presented to us just a few hours ago, everybody went like that Nintendo 64 kid. So yeah, here is my prediction for WL506. Be sure to hit like, comment down below what your predictions are, and click subscribe and ring the bell for notification. So let's roll the intro then. This is gonna be a stacked card here. This is like Christmas came early. And then I mean really early. The first match is gonna be a lightweight title match between Tony Kitowski and Sam Harris. It has not gone even a day before the trash talk video came up with these two. Just have a look.
You ain't even strong. Come on, get your hand up here. We're gonna arm wrestle. All right, let's go. Come on, Sam. Straighten that wrist, Sam. Straighten it. Straighten it. Ready? Go! Ah! Good. Ah! Ah! You ain't even looking. I ripped your arm off. You ain't even strong.
So if we were gonna go back in time to a place where it's called 501, Tony Kitowski came in strong, I mean really strong, just went through his opponent 3-0. And before, what made him come back to the lightweight division is because he has been in the middleweight division for 2 years now. And it had been going pretty well for him, but since he is really short, his body is not made to carry that much weight, so he regained injuries and regained injuries and so on and so on. So in my opinion, it was wise for him to go down to the lightweight class once more. But it will be interesting if Sam Harris is gonna be able to win against Tony Kitowski. Because Sam Harris, as far as we all can recall, had a really rough start at the WL series when he faced Jeff Hale and almost lost to him. But he managed to win 3-2. Yeah, it will be interesting. But in this card I can't see that Sam Harris is gonna come on top on this. So I'm gonna predict 3-0. To Tony Kitowski. But I can see a potential scenario that Sam Harris can maybe take the wrist off Tony Kitowski. And if he does that, then I can predict 3-1 or 3-2. But as it stands now, Tony Kitowski's wrist has not been bent as long as I can remember, so it will be a 3-0 in my opinion. We have now a middleweight title match. And it's between Justin Bishop against Rob Vigent Jr. This will be an interesting one. And why I think so is that Justin Bishop has, in almost every one of his super matches, he has either won 3-0 or he has lost 3-0. And Rob Vigent was was very close to lose his title against Craig Tullier. But he managed to maintain his bicep lock and rotation and just drag hook Craig Tullier to his side of the pad or side of the table. So the pressure in this round is gonna be, of course, on Rob Vigent. But if Justin Bishop will win this, we sure know who is gonna be happy with this. Yeah. We all know that you will want to win against Justin Bishop, Ryan Bowen. But I see it like this. If Rob Vigent can maintain his hand control, I can see him win against Justin Bishop 3-0. But if Rob Vigent is gonna get extended, because Justin Bishop has a really great side pressure, but sometimes loses wrist in the process when he pressing down for the pin. So I see it like this: if Rob Vigent Jr. will maintain his hand, then I can see 3-0 to Rob Vigent. But if Justin Bishop side pressure will be too much for Rob Vigent to handle, then I can see 3-1 to Justin Bishop. But in this scenario, I will predict 3-0 to Rob Vigent Jr. And this is one match that I've been looking forward to see in years. It's against Gabby Vasconcelos versus Sara Rotunda, formerly Sara Beckman. I have been looking forward to see both of these girls in the WAL scene, because once they get into the scene, they will wreck some let me tell you that. And these girls has been polling against each other for many years before. And the match they had in Arm Wars, Sara Beckman won against her 6-0 on the left and 5-1 on the right. And on the right arm it was a war. But I think 1 or 2 years after that, Gabby managed to beat Sara Beckman 3-0, remember it correctly. This will be a match that both the girls really want to win. This will be a war. But I will pick Sara Rotunda 3-1. Because once Sara Beckman... excuse me there. Once Sara Rotunda put her mind into something, that girl goes for it 110%. She is like a Heidi Andersson in mentality. Let me tell you that. The next one... oh, wow. Christmas came early with this one. Wagner Bortolato versus Devon Larratt. This is, as far as I can tell, the first featured super match on the left arm. So this might open up more opportunities for left arm super matches to come in the Super Match Showdown series. Which in my opinion will be a very good call, because it will attract a lot more arm wrestlers to the WAL. Believe me. Why I will be looking forward to this match the most, in my opinion, is because both of these guys bring the intensity to the table. But Wagner Bortolato is one step ahead in intensity if you were gonna compare him to Devon Larratt, Matt Mask, so on and so on. So this guy can guarantee rip the table off the stage and just throw it away and just go ballistic, and that is real absurdly and entertaining to see. Because Wagner Bortolato has an absurdly strong wrist, really good internal rotation, and once he gets his hand inside his body and his shoulder behind, there are not a lot of arm wrestlers that can put the brakes on that massive power. So I can see Devon maybe put the brakes on him once or maybe twice. But in this one I'm gonna go 3-1 to... no, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Devon Larratt, but it will be a war, trust me. The featured title match, and this is has been a talk about match for a long time, since they had their match in WL 503. No. Since they had their title match in WL 403, and that is Jerry Big Daddy Caderet versus Michael Todd. These guys have the longest match in WAL history, and if I remembered correctly, I think they have one of the longest matches of all time. The only one who I think had a longer match was Vitaly Leletin versus the Kazakhstan guy in World 2015 in Malaysia. But this is gonna be no further changes here. Jerry is gonna go for his strong tricep press with or without his wrist, and Michael Todd is gonna go for his King's Move spot. But we know that Jerry's style is the King's Move's kryptonite. Well, I see it like this. Once Jerry's hand is lower on Michael and Michael Todd's hand is healthy, then I can see Michael Todd win this 3-0. But if Jerry's cadet's press will be enough to press Michael Todd down multiple times, then I'm gonna go with Jerry Caderet 3-1. Why I think it's gonna be 3-1 is if we are gonna go back to WL403. In the first match, instead of pressing down like this, Jerry went straight forward, and with that it managed to separate the thumb from Michael Todd, and it opened up Michael Todd's rotation there. But it's gonna be a really interesting match to see, and I think this is probably will be the longest match in this entire year card, if I'm gonna bet my money right. So yeah, that is my prediction for WL506. And I will also like to give a shout out to the guy who made the super analytic video, because that video was absurdly entertaining. So good job on that, my friend. I will put his channel in the video description down below, and like a click icon on the end of this video, so you can click there and see his YouTube channel, because he puts on really entertaining content, so in my opinion. So yeah, that was my recap for WL506, and hopefully I won't be downvoted to hell like I got with my previous recap video from WL505. But I'm gonna be making a more analytic video with WL505 and on WL506. So you can follow the details that I spotted during the matches. So be sure to looking forward to that, and hit like, comment down below what your predictions are for this card, and click subscribe and ring the bell for notification, and have a nice day and keep being awesome.